literally everything Chapter 6 Season 3 just poured out, shown in the full cinematic trailer which finally has been released by Epic Games, to all of the levels which will unlock all the Battle Pass skins, which the secret skin is, the full brand new LEGO Pass releasing simultaneously alongside the Battle Pass, the entire loot pool which is going to blow your mind, as well as details regarding what we're going to be doing in terms of gameplay during the Death Star sabotage event to end off the season on June 7th. It's been an incredibly hot day, and Charlie wants everyone to enter code FM1 now in the shop for when Season 3 releases with the brand new Battle Pass. He also mentioned it's one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter, only 3 digits long, and I don't make the rules, he does, so get entering now. A new season means a new Battle Pass to give to tons of subscribers, so make sure you are subscribed with all notifications turned on, and comment your Epic Games ID down below if you want it, and that way I can hook some of you up like this person on screen today. So with all that out of the way, the first thing to show you guys is the Season 3 full cinematic trailer with a bunch of secrets in that you perhaps missed, so don't go anywhere.
How rude.
A crazy trailer overall, and finally a complete version to the one we got teased toward before, which was literally just titled Fortnite Galactic Battle Teaser Trailer. Some key things to note of in this one, however, that obviously were revealed for the first time. We have our first look to the Sith kind of selectable style of this brand new Eevee character. Healy also managed to make it out alive despite many other trailers showing his demise, showing a Fortnite version of a Star Wars battling the disassembled C-3PO, but this disassembled kind of metal cuddle team leader. We finally have our first look at the 4th POI of all the ones we got images for, but in cinematic form, being Vader's Samurai Solitude right here in the trailer, and also thanks to this image posted to X or Twitter. In case you missed the other images, this is the Resistance base with a permanently landed at Millennium Falcon. This is Outpost Enclave showing the X-Wing and also Sandcrawler vehicles in this sandy biome. And then we have multiple shots of the First Order base in this snowy kind of biome area in the top right of the island with crashed AT-AT vehicles. Not to mention Darth Jar Jar's probably going to have voice lines as a boss in game, as he mentioned in the trailer. How wooed when this rebel variant of Eevee used the Force on him. And instead of Peely meeting his demise at the end, the other silly skin fish stick that we always see is sadly facing one of the biggest threats we've seen in Fortnite history, being the Death Star, and we have details about what's going to be happening when it does charge up like this during the live events. Before we hop onto that though, the Battle Pass skins and what levels you'll be unlocking them. Firstly, as you can see right here, Apprentice Eevee is the level 1 skin for simply just unlocking the paid version of the Battle Pass. Poe Dameron is level 15 skin, Wookiee Team Leader is level 30, and Emperor Palpatine is the max level 50, as it's only a 35-day long season ending on June 8th. This means General Grievous is of course confirmed to be the secret or unlockable skin, kind of the exact same situation as we see this season with Outlaw Midas being the secret skin, but I highly doubt there's going to be 3 pages of rewards for General Grievous considering the length of the season itself. If it wasn't already obvious, despite being called Galactic Battle and not seeing Chapter 6 Season 3 anywhere across the key art or other social media posts or art from Fortnite, the Star Wars season is officially considered as Season 3. As Lulo followed up with, this means the season after it will be Season 4, Chapter 6 Season 4 that meaning, and not Season 3 like some people were expecting, as obviously this is like a different style of season earlier in the year than we see the month-long throwbacks like OG initially in 2023 and then last year Chapter 2 Remix. Even though it's only a shorter season, however, it's going to be one of the biggest, and the reason for this being is Fortnite Mobile will be available on the App Store finally once again next week in the US. The last time this was on the App Store before it got taken off, or as it did, we were on the Chapter 2 Season 3 flooded island. Yeah, it was literally that long ago. Tim Sweeney recently did a podcast with Lex Friedman, and I recommend you all go and watch it after this video because it reveals a bunch of interesting things about the future of gaming, specifically Fortnite and the direction he wants to take. And as Data Miners pointed out, Tim Sweeney revealed a different Apple outfit called Pi Patron was designed that could become earnable if Epic and Apple reach an agreement, which it looks like is going to be the case with it coming back to the App Store. So another free skin would largely promote, obviously, people coming back to Fortnite, especially on the iOS or mobile devices. Speaking of free rewards though, as we move into this next Star Wars Season Chapter 6 Season 3, not only did the ranked umbrella get fully revealed, which we can obtain for getting 50 points, but we also get this free Elite Zadie skin instead of Vanguard Zadie for getting up 50 account levels for top scoring players from May 13th until June 1st. Another free skin we can literally get right now thanks to Disney is the First Order Stormtrooper outfit for simply linking our My Disney accounts on our Epic Games accounts and then simply logging back into Fortnite with said Epic Games accounts, and boom, it will be literally there in its normal Battle Royale form and also the Lego version. I do believe it's available for most regions around the world, but I understand some of them actually can't get this. The free stuff hasn't stopped there, however, as there's going to be a free Star Wars game coming to the Epic Games Store very soon, so this collaboration is literally going all out, not just between Star Wars and Fortnite, but Disney overall. And speaking of a new Fortnite X Disney teaser, apparently we need to stay tuned as this is the start of something big from Epic and Disney, which, if you didn't know, they announced their collaboration, obviously with Disney acquiring a big chunk of equity from Epic Games, and showed us our first look to the metaverse that they're actually trying to create together a while ago now. More will be learned about this full metaverse collaboration of Fortnite and Disney on the lead up to Chapter 7, so make sure you're staying tuned on the channel, as the free rewards honestly seem to slip by, that many are pouring out, such as this free Asajj Ventress loading screen, which will be available for the first time on May 11th. On another note, I don't know if you've seen lately, but so many of the Icon series skins are actually receiving FNCS variants, such as so far Booger, Clicks, Loserfruit, and also Lachlan, which honestly look really cool. Definitely nice to see Epic Games getting involved with their creators that obviously help the game flourish across social media despite the big companies they're working with. What's also incredibly cool, however, is the new Star Wars ranked names dropping with the season release. Elite is going to be renamed to Admiral, Champion to Grand Moff, and Unreal to Emperor. I know so many of you, including myself, will be grinding for Emperor ranking, considering it just screams aura. This season upon its start, however, is definitely going to be working quite different. As the first day, like when these ranks go live, there will only be blasters on day 1 of Season 3. 1 pistol, the DL44 blaster, 1 SMG, the CR2 blaster, 2 close range ACP and BARM ST12 scatter blasters, 1 medium range DLT19 blaster, 1 long range IQA11 marksman blaster, and 1 all-purpose being the A280 CFE blaster. Here's a better full screen look of that loot pool I've literally just read out, despite seeing it small on the right hand side of the screen in the tweet. And speaking of images from opening the article that Fortnite attached to posting the actual full Galactic Battle cinematic trailer, we also have another look at the First Order base where it shows TIE fighters actually being manufactured, being our first look to these vehicles that we've actually seen in image form. Fortnite described it best in this article, saying the First Order has claimed a mountaintop to house its imposing base of operations, which includes a hangar for repairing damaged First Order TIE fighters. There are 5 entrances, but its utility shaft is its main point of weakness and where you'll find it easiest to sneak in. As for another shot of Outpost Enclave, despite the one with the X-Wing landed at that we previously showed, there's an element of danger to Outpost Enclave, a boisterous hub of smuggler activity where tensions are known to run high. While you're in the area, check out the interior of the parked sandcrawler nearby. There's even more than meets the eye with the Resistance base. The Underground Resistance Command Center is shrouded in foliage, hiding the facility's location from any ships passing overhead. Here, you'll find X-Wings and a ton of handy equipment for taking on the First Order's fleet. And as already shown, Vader's Samurai Solitude with the following description: Darth Vader's samurai has seized Shogun Solitude and turned it into his own personal fortress. Deal with his Stormtrooper Samurai guards, and you may get the chance to challenge the Sith Lord himself, implying he's going to be a boss at this location. If it wasn't already obvious, lightsabers are returning, as revealed in this image from the article, and apparently we need to find and train with Hologram Rey to earn a blue lightsaber and learn Force Push, which shoves everything in front of you, kinda like what got shown on Darth Jar Jar in the full trailer. If you're of a different persuasion, train with Hologram Emperor Palpatine to earn a red lightsaber and learn Force Lightning, a shocking new way to deal damage. Again, just like demonstrated by Darth Jar Jar using, meaning Emperor Palpatine's going to be like an NPC or boss we can interact with. In order to use any of the Force abilities, however, we must have have a lightsaber equipped. Any will do, it doesn't need to be the one you earned in training, and Force abilities are tied to you and not your lightsaber, meaning that players who loot a lightsaber from an enemy or find one on the ground will not receive a Force ability with it automatically. Also, defeat Darth Vader Samurai to earn a different red coloured lightsaber and learn Force Saber Throw. I think we saw this in Chapter 3, Season 3's trailer before, and this basically flings your lightsaber directly in front of you like a dangerous plasma boomerang. Speaking of weapons, this one that's kind of like a grenade called the Thermal Imploder is a compression vacuum that ignites for big damage, ripping a hole in any nearby structures, which I'm guessing is definitely going to be useful in builds mode. In terms of definite mythic weapons, one's already been revealed thanks to boss Captain Phasma, shown in the article, being one of the First Order's legion of stormtroopers, and if you can infiltrate the First Order base where she'll be located and defeat her in battle, you'll be rewarded with the mythic Captain Phasma's F-11D blaster and Phasma's blaster medallion. The Phasma's blaster medallion extends how long it takes a blaster weapon to overheat and reduces its cooldown. Here is our first official artwork of the TIE fighters, the vehicles that we're going to be able to find, especially in the First Order base being reconstructed, which can shoot out high-powered blasters like shown in the trailer, and the same thing going for what we saw with the X-Wings, again able to shoot high-powered lasers. In terms of the weeks that go by, something's going to be happening every single one. On May 8th, the Pull of the Force, sensing a disturbance in the Force, Leia and Luke will arrive on the island May 8th alongside renowned smuggler Han Solo to offer you strategic services. Speaking of the Force, hologram Mace Windu will appear on May 8th, train with him to earn a purple lightsaber and learn Force Pull, which pulls in just about anything and anyone nearby. Rumour has it the Sith Lord Darth Maul will be around as a hologram as well, offering red lightsabers and teaching Force Throw, pick up objects around you and throw them as projectiles. May 15th, chew on this, Chewbacca's ETA is May 15th and he's bringing his Wookiee bowcaster to the loot pool to aid the rebels. You'll also find the powerful CA-87 Jawa scatter blaster in the chests around the island, new to Fortnite, and this being the full image on screen so you can get a better look at these weapons. May 22nd we have Mandalorian Rising. On May 22nd, Mandalorians will intervene. You'll be able to recruit a heavy scout, supply or medic Mandalorian to your team and gain further advantage over your opponents with the unvaulted Mandalorian jetpack. Also keep an eye out for signature Mandalorian weapons, the Ambam sniper rifle and the new dual-wield Westar 34 blaster pistol, which both look like this in the image that they've attached in the article. And interestingly enough about the Westar 34 pistols, these are synonymously linked to Jango Fett, which because of these coming to Fortnite as a weapon for the first time in any loot pool we've ever seen, obviously implies as Jango Fett isn't a battle pass skin that he'll be coming to the item shop in this 35-day season duration. May 29th we move on to Star Destroyer Bombardment where things heat up drastically. On May 29th, assume control of a Star Destroyer's turbo laser and lay waste from above. A single portal to the Star Destroyer's control room will spawn every match and be the first to reach it, and the capital ship is yours, meaning we'll be able to, like, you know, man and drive or even use these things as weapons. I'm guessing this is all in preparation of June 7th where the Death Star sabotage event obviously is going to be happening, where we mobilize and take the fight to Emperor Palpatine in a live in-game narrative event. Obviously June 7th, with this being the official promo art for this event, which honestly is going to be absolutely massive. Fortnite Crew subscribers are going to be loving this month as we not only get the May Crew pack but the Battle Pass, and on the same day another Star Wars pass but the Lego Pass being called the First Order Pass with everything in it on screen right now. Despite Captain Phasma being contained in this as the skin that we get, of course, meaning it's not item shop, one of the biggest pull factors in my opinion that I know a lot of people will want to get are the AT-AT vehicles like shown on the left hand side. Drop a like if you're hyped for Season 3 and subscribe for more with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any future uploads, but most importantly don't forget I'm an Epic partner, so enter code FM1 in the shop now, literally taking 3 seconds. As it's been such a hot day, Charlie is literally demanding it. I don't make the rules up, he does, and speaking of other videos, click either of these two YouTubes recommended you on screen right now. It's a good suggestion whilst you wait for that next upload I do publish here on the channel.